I didn't believe in black magic until I found something under my little brother's pillow. It started with the night terrors, loud screams that would shake the whole house at 3 a.m., always at the same time. He'd be soaked in sweat, eyes wide open but completely unaware of where he was. He's just going through a phase, my parents said. But it wasn't a phase. My name is Arjun, and my younger brother Rishan is 9 years old. We live in a quiet village near Sylhet, Bangladesh. There's an old woman who lives alone at the edge of our neighborhood. Some say she used to be a midwife. Others whisper she used to be something much darker. One evening, Rishan came home from school and asked me, "Do you believe in charms that protect people from shadows?" I froze. He said an old woman had given him something at the school gate, said it would help him sleep. He didn't know her name, he didn't know why she chose him. I checked under his pillow that night. There it was, a small, black, velvet pouch, stitched shut with red thread. I opened it, carefully. Inside was a twisted amulet, made of human hair, iron nails, turmeric powder, and a small piece of bone. I think it was a bird's. It smelled like blood and rotting flowers. I wanted to scream, but Rishan was sleeping peacefully for the first time in days. It made no sense. I took the amulet and burned it the next morning in the backyard, thinking it was just superstition. That night, everything got worse. Rishan started talking in his sleep, in a language I'd never heard before. He sat up in bed at exactly 3 a.m. and began scratching his face, violently, like he was trying to peel it off. We had to hold him down. When I asked him the next morning, he said he didn't remember anything, except the dream. "I saw her," he whispered. "She was sitting on the ceiling, smiling." We called a doctor. He said stress. We called a priest. He said black magic. Then we called Nani, our grandmother. She took one look at Rishan and turned pale. She pulled me aside and said, "You never burn what's under the pillow. You break its bond with a counterspell. Now whatever was sealed is loose." That night, I didn't sleep. I sat outside Rishan's room with a Quran in one hand and salt in the other. Around 2:55 a.m., the temperature in the room dropped, sharp and sudden. And then the door creaked open, slowly. There was no wind. I saw something inside. Something tall, thin, like a woman with no eyes. Her mouth was open, wider than her face, and she was crawling down the wall, head first toward Rishan's bed. I couldn't move. I was frozen in place. She whispered something, a word I can't repeat, and then she vanished. We left the house the next morning. Rishan never slept in that room again. A local healer helped cleanse him with smoke, herbs, and prayers. Said the spirit was still attached, but weakened. 2 weeks later, we heard that the old woman who gave him the amulet had died. She was found in her house, completely burnt, but there was no fire. Her body was blackened, and in her hand was a small velvet pouch stitched with red thread, just like the one under my brother's pillow. To this day, Rashawn avoids anything under his pillow. Even if it's just a book or a toy, he'll throw it across the room. And every year, on the same night, at exactly 3 a.m., he wakes up, just for a second, and stares at the ceiling.